This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Straight ahead, Walker. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Slot man moves right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Hargrove, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now it's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This goes underneath to Doyle. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen.
Pickett back to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Pickett now from the gun here.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Pickett.
Rolling to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Rams. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down.
And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Rams 21.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. A big play there for LA. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First down, here's the run with Cook. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Pickett changing the play.
2nd and 3. Sliding out of the pocket.
That's caught. This is a Banna Campbell. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Herbert. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Pickett.
And this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. Being chased out left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Allen. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hargrove, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Herbert. Dancing to his left.
Completed to Hyatt.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. He finds his man, complete. That's Doyle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.